Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine, and this is Baloo. He's wanting to play. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home. So grab a fit ball if you have one. If you don't have one, it's okay. I can give you some options on what to do if you don't have one. But if you do, grab a fit ball, a set of dumbbells, a medicine ball if you have one, otherwise you can use one of the dumbbells, and then a band or a tube that's set up about chest height. Okay, so remember to always come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. So a little bit of cardio, 5 to 10 minutes, get your heart rate up, get your blood pumping and your body warm. Okay, we're going to start with rows on the ball. So you're going to be on your tummy, on your hips kind of, so that you're having to hold your body nice and straight, and we're going to grab the weights. If you don't have a ball here, you could do this bent over like a chair. You could do it like we do on the bench with one knee, one hand on the bench. Or you could bend over as long as you don't have back pain and do it like this. Okay, so we're gonna start here. Okay, sit, lie down, good boy. Keep your head in line with your spine. You're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades, lifting those weights, driving your elbows towards the ceiling. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Keep breathing. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. And 10. All right, good. Now we'll get those weights out of the way. You can grab one of them if you don't have a medicine ball. We're going to get your ball out of the way here. And we're going to stand up, so be careful that you're standing up nice and slowly. Okay, we're going to do some squats with a medicine ball press up. So like I said, if you don't have a medicine ball here, you can grab one of those dumbbells you were just using. So I want you to hold this right at your chest. We're going to squat down, press up. Squat down, press up. Remember to keep your weight in your heels here. Sitting back in your hips. Go as low as you can. If you can only go to here, that's fine. The form stays the same. Never here. Bend those hips like you're going to sit back in a chair. Breathe out. Breathe in. Don't hold your breath. 7, 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. All right, good. Med ball press ups, or just a dumbbell if that's what you have. Okay, now we're going to do some side step punches. So what I want you to do is we're going to make sure you've got some space to move side to side. And I want you to take a step, punch. Step, punch. We're going to pick up the pace just a little. Step, punch, step, punch. And depending on how big your room is, I can do 5, 4, 5, 2, 3. So we can go back and forth a couple times, depending on how big your room is. 3, 4, 5. Good. So we're punching across your body, and you really want to give it a good jab. So this is a great shoulder stabilizer. It's going to get some core. We're getting some lateral movement. Give it a try. If you need to punch a little slower, that's okay until you work up to it. But it's kind of a good shoulder exercise because it's getting that eccentric kind of motion when it's having to slow and really stabilize in that joint. Okay. Now we are going to move over to where I have my tube set up. And we're going to do some side-to-side chops. So what that's going to look like is you're going to face the wall. Put the tube or the band, whatever you have. You're going to have your hands, palms facing down. A little bit of a squat. And you're going to pull it to the sides. So you're sticking your hips back here, none of this. Want to stick your hips back. 3, 4, keeping your chest nice and tall. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. Now, you should be feeling that it's a shoulder extension, but it's also a core exercise. So, and you're having to use your legs. It's getting a lot of different muscle groups there. It's shoulder extension, but it's also core, having to hold that position in that throughout that exercise. Okay, now we're going to grab that ball again. If you don't have a ball, you can do this face down on the floor and just lift your back up just a little bit. We're going to do a back extension on the ball. So here, scoot forward just a little bit. So your hips are on the ball, your hands are going to be here. I just want you to cross your arms across your chest and kind of roll over the ball. I just want you to come up to neutral. Hold it for 3 seconds and go back down. 1, 2, 3, and down. Keep going on that. If you don't have a ball, you can do this on the floor. Put a pillow or a rolled up towel for your chin and just lift barely up off the floor. You're just going to lift your arms and your head up, basically. You're just kind of lifting slowly up off the floor. Really get that back extension. We're not going into back. We're not arching your back. We're not doing this. We're just coming up to neutral. I'm going to go ahead and say we're at 7, because if you've been doing this, you're probably getting close to that. 8. Just a nice neutral spine. No extra extension here. Keep breathing. And 10. All right, good. So that's a really important one. If it does give you back pain though, stop and don't do it. You can give me a private message and I'll give you some tips on ways we can strengthen your back without doing that one. You're just coming up, barely lifting your arms up off the ball. The smaller range of motion, if you are having any pain or issues with that one, but like I said, give me a message and I'll help you out with that. Okay, the last one we're going to do a little bit of balance. So we're going to stand up. Remember to stand up nice and slowly so you don't get dizzy or lightheaded. And we're going to do slow march kicks. So do this with your back against the wall if you need to, so that if you lose your balance, you've got something there, or standing next to a kitchen counter or something sturdy. I want you to lift up your knee, march, kick. Good, march, kick. So really, it's more of a march knee extension because we're not kicking, because I want this to be slow and controlled. So we're getting some balance. We're getting some hip stabilizing by standing on one leg. We're getting some quad and some hip flexor. So we're getting a lot of different muscles here. Your core is having to engage to hold you stable here. I want your shoulders down and back, looking forward. Sometimes when we do these types of things, people have a tendency to, kind of want to be here. Pull those shoulders back, tuck your chin, look forward, keep your chest nice and tall. Keep breathing. I lost my balance there a little bit. This is 7. So we're going to do 10 on each side. And the slower you do this, the better. If you need more of a challenge here, you can always stand on a balance pad or a rolled up towel or a pillow. Doing it out in the grass is more of a challenge. 1 more on each side. Okay, great. Now repeat through those a couple more times. If you want to, you can add some cardio in between to really make it more of a workout, get your heart rate up, keep your blood pumping, keep you nice and warm, and burn more calories ultimately. When you're finished, go ahead and cool down, do all of your stretches, and remember to drink a glass of water. All right, thank you everybody. We'll see you next time.